Top of the evening to you. I'm just going to go over one of the three short story comics that I'm working on. This is still very rough conceptual work. I'm going to go with Smasher. Basically, his story is taken from the great movie Over the Top from 1986, classic of an arm wrestler slash truck driver. It's one of my favorite movies. But there's a character in there named the Smasher. He just plays a brief role. And so I had a comic that I did back in, I don't know, 92 or something, maybe 91. It was a little rough, short story type of comic, but I transferred it to digital format, and now I'm trying to see what I could do with it. I don't have the originals to show, but I have the since embellished ones, and I think a page or two is missing. But it basically started off with, I believe it was this page. Let me go back. Matter of fact, let me put these in order. Actually, I think they are if I go like this. Here, put this here. No, it goes like this. I believe this one was here. This one was here. So, let's see if I can position this thing right. I finally got a little cheap tripod, another one, a mic. Hope it's coming through okay. Haven't tested it but once, so we have yet to see. Okay, let me zoom out somewhat if I can. No, not that way. Oops. Technical difficulties, bear with me. There we go, should be good enough. So, like, as you can see, it's very rudimentary. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, now I'm back. Which I've never left in your eyes, but it was a little hassle. So anyway, tech difficulties. Let me go back in here. Bam. That's like a very rudimentary page. It would probably be a splash page. You can see from the photo the underlying paper that I was using. Right here's the seam. I used to staple them together, cut them out. Very rough stuff. The lines, of course, are digitally enhanced. Then it goes with our protagonist arising from the darkness. This used to be all black right here. And then, of course, I digitally enhanced it. All the TVs. Back then I was, what do you call it? I was right out of high school, and I was just, you know, you become like cynical or whatever. You're just a kid with a cynical mind, and you don't like what's on TV and whatnot. You become aware of stuff. So I used to, you know, could see through the stuff they'd put out on TV, the messages or whatever. And so I made a character, fictional character, just, you know, whatever came to the top of my head. He had this weird costume. Don't ask where I got it from. I can't even remember anyway. But so anyway, I took that concept and tried to shape it into, since he goes off on these TVs, I call him Smasher. And I thought about that. It reminded me of the character from Over the Top, which he did no smashing whatsoever, just smashing arm wrestling events probably. But this starts off as probably a dream sequence. So that's all what this is. But he sees that his news coverage or sports coverage or whatever of his event, his arm wrestling event, was portrayed him in a bad light. He's upset about that. He wants redemption. The typical story, gets the hero's journey. It's something that's never shown in the movie. He's, like I said, he's just a side nobody character, just there to advance the plot. Everybody that saw that movie knows who I'm talking about. He looks nothing like this, as a matter of fact. That'll come later. So this style is out of my wheelhouse, so I like it. It's kind of inspired by Crumb, and I forgot who all drew the for the Zap comic books or whatnot, those underground books. Don't like the content so much, especially as I got older, but I do like the artwork, and I was influenced by that. So that's where this comes in, this cartoony style. So he goes and wreaks havoc on the televisions in his mind, in his dream. TV's deriding him. He exacts his revenge. I think it's gonna stay black and white. This is rough, a little more refined than the others. These are just concepts I was working on. This one was today, as a matter of fact. I was working on these just to hone that style in, that Crumb-esque style. I don't know what, it's a type of inking, it's a retro style, hatching and cross hatching and whatnot. It's another rando guy. I don't know if I could work him in there or not, but again, practice with that ink style. Okay, that's that. Let me see if I could pull this out and show you the under. No, it's all there, so I can't really show you anything there. I'm trying to show you there might be some underpaintings on these, or paintings or whatever. See the layers. Okay, so that's the original drawing. If I block these out, that was the original back in 1990 something. 1990 something. The guy has an axe. I hope it's kind of self-explanatory. It's hard to see. Oops, cancel that. Okay. Reveal those again. Yeah. Let's see if I can find another. I think this is pretty hectic looking, pretty busy looking. If I take it back to the base, yeah, there it is. So I guess I did put ink to it. I forgot about that. So you can see the original concept. It was, man, I wonder if I think I did ink that back then. I don't know. I've had this thing for years, so I don't know if I penciled initially, then went back and inked, but I think I did all at the same time. But yeah, I'm just want to digitally embellish that. So it's kind of what I'm going for nowadays, now that I have. Oh, let's go back and look. I'll kind of try to pace this out a little better. So see then what it looks like now. Not bad. I like it. Okay, let's put that back and let's see what this one looks like. Come on, buddy. Okay, that was a page that I did wholly digitally. I started off doing it digitally. How do you say that? Here. This might be the original. Nope. So the original is lost somewhere. I don't know where that where the physical pages are, but somewhere in storage or who knows. But that was another rough, like that was done a couple of years ago. Me trying to flesh out what the character would look like in this app. I kind of refined them a little bit more to look like this. Again, at this point, I still didn't have, that's his character arc and, you know, the story outline when you want to write a short story. So, who's it about? Smasher. What do they want? Or what does he want? To overcome the losing streak. What does that say? Of arm wrestling matches and the resulting negative publicity or word of mouth. Why can't he get it? Or why can't they get it? Or whoever. Because he keeps losing. But why? Loss of focus, no drive, bad technique, opponents cheating, bad advice and experience. What does he do about it? He can either seek a mentor finds him, reads about the problem, or observes other opponents. Why doesn't that work? As you can see, I haven't gotten that far. Like I said, everything's rudimentary. And then how does it end? Who knows? Why he's gonna be a winner. Spoiler alert. Okay, so that's that for Smasher. I think that's a little wannabe poster I made for him. I think that's totally fleshed out. Yeah, it could use a background, but everything is rough. So that's more my style here, this whatever this is. But like I said, this would probably be the cover. Interior would look more like what we saw before. So that's Smasher. Okay, and let's see. Oops. Yeah, it's coming up on, I'll run this about 15 minutes. So we got a couple more minutes. Let me get out of here. See this random, some random picture I saw earlier. Try to hone this ink style in. Here it is. So, we'll go a little over 15. Start a new layer. My inks look like this. I usually go with lettering, which is a slight variation of the default, which I like the way the strokes come out. Look a little like this. Switch this around a little bit. I like the taper on it. and also syrup. That's also a default brush that I kind of reconfigured somewhat. Shapes are not that hard, but when it comes to the inking and the technique to follow in line with that retro style, it's it can be a little, you'd have to do a little bit of homework and whatnot, which as an artist I can never stand homework. So sometimes it takes me longer to get things done because I'm trying to go rogue on everything without nailing down techniques. Anyway, I won't take long on this. I just show like a little sample of what I'm doing. So, you know, hashing would look like this. And these brushes then, they're so ideal for steadiness and control and whatnot. I was a big traditional guy, and I still am. I will never knock traditional art mediums or art techniques. It's just that I move a lot. I have moved in the past, and I don't have time, or sometimes the space even to set up, you know, all my art paraphernalia. So an iPad comes in handy in times like that. Also, you can, you know, continue your work at night. No overhead light is needed. Not to mention the lack of mess and cleanup and whatnot. So there's that. But so it's basically the idea. It's a pretty small figure here, so. And again, you can see why things take me so doggone long, because I'm very particular with stuff. Too particular. But yeah, that's the gist of Smasher. This was originally a Captain America, so it has the A right here. Interpretation. Oh, and tapered ink is pretty good too. I like tapered ink. I like all these inks really. No, I just didn't feel it. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Gallery. So yeah, that's it for Smasher at this point. Like I said, I have the Degler files. That's going to be about this guy. That was a rough concept. I'm trying to nail his face down. I think I had some right here. I had some iterations. So the Degler mugs. He's gonna be one of these, or a variation thereof. He's actually a nice guy. I don't know what the ambiance is of. I don't know what this looks like to people, but yeah, he's gonna be a nice guy. Long story. I'm not a conversationalist extraordinaire either, so you have to bear with me. Okay, well that's it for that. Thank you for watching, I guess they say, and we'll wrap it up there. Wait, before we do, I have, here's my chopper pages. Those are some pages that are actually getting developed. They're coming along. Okay, all right, now that's it. I will check you out later.